Sup everyone, this is Dimitri, and today I wanted to talk about rep range variation throughout the week. It's not a huge thing, but it's something to optimize and hopefully build the best program that you can build for yourself. So why is this an issue? The thing is, unless you do some funky programs like every other day training or everyday training, or something that's fairly popular, that is push-pull legs with 1 day off, so 3 days on, 1 day off. This is the kind of programs where the weekday where you hit a certain muscle is not going to be the same week to week. So for example, if you hit chest on Monday on 1 week, it might be Tuesday the next week. And for some people that's alright, but generally people have schedules, and it's generally just a good idea to have consistency, so not a lot of people can follow this kind of a regime. So in most regular programs you're gonna be hitting the same muscles on the same weekday, week to week to week. So the thing with this kind of approach to training is that you're not going to be able to space out the sessions where you hit the same muscle evenly throughout the week. Inevitably, some are just going to have more recovery days before that session, so you are going to be more recovered. And this is not necessarily a bad thing, and we can actually make use of that by putting the heavier compound movements on the days where we are most recovered. And as you're going to see in a later example, this applies on a muscle-to-muscle basis. So it's not necessary that you're going to be putting most of your heavy compound movements in the beginning of the week for your entire body. But we'll talk about this in more detail a bit later on. It is generally just a really good idea to be most recovered for your heaviest movements. The reason for that is on lighter work, it's not gonna matter as much as if you do 25 reps instead of 26 on something like a side lateral, as if you do 6 reps instead of 5 on the squat. So naturally you're going to get a lot more hypertrophy from 1 rep on the squat than from 1 rep on the side lateral. So let's take a look at the application of this principle on an example. And I'm going to put up my own program, which I do right now. And as you can see, that there are going to be 2 situations which we can take apart, and that is when I'm training my legs, that is 2 times a week training, and when I'm training my side delts and biceps, that is 3 times a week training. As you can see, on day 2 I have the SLDL, the leg press, the high leg press, and so the actual hard compound movements, and on day 5 I have the lighter, more miscellaneous work like the leg extension and the lying leg curl, more isolation work. The reason for this distribution is that if you come to rest days between these days, you're gonna see that I'm gonna have more days to recover after the day 5. So let's count. After day 5 I have day 6, then a rest day, and day 1, so 3 days of rest. And after day 2 I'm gonna only have day 3 and day 4 for rest. So it's obvious that I'm gonna be more recovered for day 2, especially since I have an actual day off from the gym, which is probably gonna give me a bit more recovery than a day where I would hit some other muscles. Alright, so this is how to go about it for twice a week training. And as for 3 times a week training, let's take a look at my side delt exercises. The actual hardest compound movement, the heaviest compound movement, is going to be the easy bar upright row on day 6. So as you can see, it actually doesn't have to be the case that the heaviest movements are in the beginning of the week, because it works on the muscle per muscle basis. So after day 6 I have 1 day to recover, and I'm gonna be doing a cable side raise in the moderate rep range. Then I'm gonna have 1 day to recover again, and I'm gonna be doing hyper ROM side laterals in the higher rep ranges. And after that I have 2 days to rest before doing the upright row again in the lower rep ranges. So it all works out that I have more rest days before the heaviest session. Alright, I hope this was helpful, and possibly you'll take a look at your own program and maybe implement this principle in your own training. and I'll see you in a later video. Bye.